Okay, alright. What is a Nepo baby? Nepo baby, short for nepotism baby, term referring to celebrities whose parents have succeeded in the same careers. The implication is that because their parents already had connections to an industry, the child was able to use those connections to build a career in that industry. It's usually used pejoratively to indicate a celebrity whose fame and success are perceived as unearned or undeserved. Why am I reading the definition of Nepo baby? Well, that's because I believe we've got a clear case of it here in The Watchers. The first trailer that I see for this, I see a Shyamalan production pop up there. Oh, cool, M. Night, he's at it again. But then, not long ago, I paid a little bit more attention. This was not directed by M. Night Shyamalan. This was directed by none other than his daughter, Ishana Night Shyamalan. This girl in her early 20s whose father is a famous director all of a sudden gets to direct her first movie, and here it is, showing in theaters across the country. No questions asked. That is the definition of a Nepo baby. I rest my case.
Repent! And thou shalt be saved.
Okay. Dakota Fanning finds herself lost in the woods and she gets trapped in this room with some other folks to be watched at night by these unknown creatures. Then you follow the mystery into what are these creatures and how do they get out of this situation. I thought Dakota Fanning did good here. Is it me, or wasn't she this child acting prodigy?
No, Ray, get out of the car!
Get in, Manny, or you're gonna die.
Okay. All right, get out of the truck. I'm not kidding now. Get out of the car, Ray. I'm not gonna get in with this.
Now, when you see her, she's just kind of monotone. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dakota Fanning mostly now has these performances where she's like, although when she needs to, she can still get there. She's still got those acting chops. Her character is the only one that's somewhat developed here. She suffered a tragedy as a kid that still affects her today, but that also gives her the necessary skills to challenge this situation, which is nothing new. We've seen this kind of stuff before, but it still works. Everyone else in this was just kind of there. The old woman was doing kind of a weird job and had a performance that seemed off. But then I realized there is a purpose for it, so that's fine. The old woman did well. For a while there, though, I was like, why is this old lady acting so weird? Fucking old people. It's fine. I don't hate it, but nothing blew me away. No mind-blowing moments in this movie. There is a twist, which you do expect from the Shyamalan family, the Night Shyamalans, but I did see this twist coming from like a mile away. As far as directing and cinematography, this was very competently made, and everything visually looked great the whole time. Early on, there was even a camera trick with a mirror that I thought was pretty ambitious. Story-wise, though, I was very underwhelmed until the last, 20 minutes. I didn't really give a shit about the mystery of the woods because it's such a familiar niche within this horror genre. There's monsters in the woods and they're gonna get us if we don't follow the rules. You've got to pull off some pretty crazy shit to hold my interest on that one. We also got to a point where there was a pretty obvious, huge exposition dump to tell us what we needed to hear to fill in all the gaps. And then after that is when you're like, yeah, okay. Here's the thing. I noticed that early on, they made a point to make us know that they were in Ireland. And that queued up my brain to think, ooh, are we gonna get some kind of weird Irish folklore stuff in this? And that's the stuff that plays into the last 20 minutes, and that's what saved the movie for me. I really like how the movie ended, and I wanted more of what that was. I'm saying take all that cliche shit in the woods, cut that down to 20 or 30 minutes. Save all that for the same trailer. Then take all that well-rounded plot that they added at the end and beef up all the mystery and the folklore for an extra 45 minutes to an hour. And I think that is something I would have loved. It could have been really cool. Instead, what we got was a totally okay movie from a first-time director that most likely got lots of help. Yeah, I'd say save this one, watch it at home whenever it comes out, maybe rent it. It's just not worth the hassle of going to the theater. And it's not even scary. I wasn't scared at all. Which bums me out. Okay, see ya! Subscribe! Oh man, at one point, there's a creature in this that they refer to as the Daywalker. Excuse me?
No.
No movie ever again should be allowed to use Daywalker. Because that title is for one character alone, and that is motherfucking Blade.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.